So I won't be doing these every single week, but I figured we should clear up some of the eliminations from Super Episode 101 and give you guys an update on the tournament status and the teams that are competing in the tournament. Now, obviously with this week, I felt like I should have done it because we had a few major eliminations. But there's going to be some weeks where we don't have any big eliminations or there's no eliminations at all, in which case I probably won't do a video like this. But this week, there were a handful that I think should be discussed. I want to give a shout out and a special thanks to Spec and Shadow Raiko for creating this. Shadow Raiko actually is the creator of this chart. Spec is the one who made me aware of it. Now, the first elimination I have to talk about for certain is the elimination of Universe 3's very interesting looking, very Cell-like, because he looks like Cell from Dragon Ball Z, fighter, the Preacho, which I guess is a pun on the Preacher. He was eliminated by Roshi and Ten Shin Han. Now, when I watched the episode, I thought it was Roshi, and I had some people commenting saying, no, it was Tien. Turns out it was both. Roshi and Tien, double team, eliminated the Preacho. He's out. And one thing I want to analyze here that's very interesting about Universe 3 is that even though Nigirishi was eliminated by Kaba last week, it's interesting because he is a team captain. And we've only had a couple of eliminations of team captains so far. Not just Nigirishi, but if we go over to Universe 10, Morichim, which is the big buff guy who has like the Krillin dots on his head, the monk, he was eliminated by Frieza. We saw that in Dragon Ball Super Episode 101. He is the team captain of Universe 10, so it'll be interesting to see how these teams are able to compete with their captains being gone. But as it stands right now, the team captains of all the other teams are still intact. Now, the big story of Dragon Ball Super Episode 101 has to be, of course, the battle between the Universe 6 Saiyans. Well, Goku, 17, 18 were involved as well, but it was mostly Kale and Caulifla together taking out Universe 11's Pride Troopers. 6 Pride Troopers have been eliminated so far. And if we look right here, we have Vuan, Ketal, Tupper, Casserole, Cocote, and Zoe-Ray. Tupper was eliminated by 18 earlier in the episode, and Cocote was the last one eliminated when she had created that force field, and 18 was like, nope, too bad. Then we have Vuan, who was thrown out last week by Kale. I mean, that's not really a surprise. The Agumon-looking dude. The other ones, though, that were interesting was Ketal, Zoe-Ray, and Casserole. Of course, Zoe-Ray does the tornado move. Ketal's like the electric eel type guy. And then we have Casserole, the general of the Pride Troopers fighting force. Still left behind on the team is Topo, Jiren, of course. He's not going anywhere. Dispo, and this mysterious fighter that as of right now does not have a name. This short little reptilian blue guy. We don't have a name for that guy yet, and it's interesting because Toei has not updated their website like I originally thought they would, so the names of these fighters is still a mystery. In fact, if we go over to Universe 2 and Universe 3, there are tons of fighters here that we still don't know the name of. And as of this week, there are still mysterious fighters that have not been revealed yet in the tournament. So that is the progress report for Dragon Ball Super's Universe Survival Arc for this week. Right now, the person with the most eliminations, if you look at the chart here, the person who has the most eliminations is Vegeta, as well as Goku. They are tied with 6 eliminations. That, of course, stems from their wipeout of Universe 9. In second place, we have Kale with 5. So, I thought Kale was going to throw out more people. Obviously, there's still a lot of tournament left to be competed at, but one thing that is cool is that Ten Shin Han has an elimination. That's pretty damn cool. Also, Universe 7, as it stands right now, has the most eliminations of any universe cumulatively with 24 eliminations. So they have been performing the best as far as getting people out of this thing. So that's what I have for you with this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments now of the roster so far in Tournament of Power. Are you still looking forward to seeing the mystery fighters? Just wanted to give you guys a quick update video on it so that you guys can keep track. And if you are keeping track at home, this is indeed where the standings are right now. So I want to thank once again Spec, and I want to thank Shadow Raiko. Last week's video had a little bit of blur to it. I know it was a little bit blurry. I have a much higher quality image this week, so it's going to be much easier for you guys to actually see the chart and, follow along at home. So I figured it'd make things a lot easier with all these eliminations, and I'm very thankful that this chart does exist. Ken Zyro also has his own version over on his Twitter, so check that out for sure. I'll be using that if necessary to keep track of things as well. So thank you guys as always, and I hope you have a great day. And if you're not having a great day, remember, as I always say, tomorrow will be better. See you then.